Super Earth, our home. Prosperity. Liberty.
Hi there.
Democracy. Our way of life.
Oh, hello.
But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
Look familiar? Scenes like these are of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the
I don't know why that was on. That will not be a thing that we do. So what now? Where? Okay, so everything's level 1. Reflex sight, sight. Ooh. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's see. Is there, nope, there's no configuration for these weapons. That'll probably be the next round. Alright, I'm bringing that. Alright. I don't know any of them.
Helldiver, the autocratic intentions of the Illuminate have at last been revealed.
Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. fuck around, dude. We going to Widow's Harbor, I guess. Turning it up to 11.
FTL jump to the Widow's Harbor system. FTL jump successful. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed.
Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Show these alien invaders no mercy.
New mag. Requesting tac pass. Illuminate, northeast, 100 meters.
Mission is progressing.
Calling down a sentry. Orbital incoming. Calling down fortification. Calling down a sentry.
Firing orbital strike.
Blasting advanced weaponry! Blasting orbital!
Firing orbital laser.
Requesting air support.
tagging location. East.
Squid outpost spotted. Squid. Package acquired. Dropping package.
Rolling down a support weapon.
Calling in reinforcements.
Rolling in orbital strike. I'm out.
Package acquired. Dropping package. Reinforcing. Package acquired. Dropping package.
Ready to liberate.
Thank you. Objective located. Supplies.
How about a nice cup of liberty? Fire in the hole!
Dropping package.
Quit!
Calling down fortifications. Calling down a sentry. Heavy. South. 50 meters. Requesting advanced weaponry. Requesting sentry. Orbital inbound. Calling in reinforcement.
Joining the fray. How about a nice cup of liberty?
Illuminate.
Orbital inbound. Back inbound.
Calling down a sentry.
Throwing grenade. Fire in the hole.
Another triumph for managed delivery. May liberty guide your safe
Reinforcing.
Dropping a pin.
Democracy has landed. Throwing grenade. Calling in reinforcements.
Danger. Squid!
I'm sorry.
Ill prepared. That's what I was. Very ill prepared. That's not gonna work. You're gonna have to be prepared. Also, I wanted to look at something.
Welcome aboard, Helldiver.
Hey, thanks. I'm just saying they should have utilized another bench. Wait, where did... What? Where's her hat? What? It's her hat. What? What'd you guys do? What the... Why is all this ammo and shit on the floor? Like, what?
freedom's greetings. I'm Coretta Kelly. In a shocking development, a massive fleet of illuminated ships has appeared near the Meridian Singularity, seemingly having traversed the wormhole from somewhere unknown. This so-called Great Host of the Illuminate is believed to be ultimately headed for Super Earth itself. Our proud capital may soon become a battleground. Planetary defenses are being bolstered with the help of volunteer civilians, young and old, who refuse to abandon the hard and managed democracy. Meanwhile, the Helldivers have deployed to engage the Illuminate force and slow its advance. That's Liberty's latest. I'm Coretta Kelly.
Well, that was fucking awesome. Alright, glad I caught that. Now, where's the frickin'...
You might be wondering what happened to the service technician.
Yeah.
They're attending professional development training.
What?
Standard procedure.
Huh? Well, what about this guy? He doesn't even talk. What? Maybe he does. Hey. 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 What? He doesn't even have a dot. Alright, smoking section looks good. I don't know what that person over there is hiding for. We all know what you're doing down there. Oh, look, they're all gone.
It is the Illuminate who ought fear what comes next. The
Wait.
Kraken has been drawn from the deep. Now it can be slain.
Nick, why do you have 2 eyes now? What the fuck?
At last, we have forced the greater host of Illuminate out into the open. No longer shall they shrink
Whoa.
from Liberty's light.
Dude, your face got fucked up and you got an eye now. Like, why do you have an eye?
Inhale democracy. Exhale treasonous thoughts. Inhale
Democracy and liberty.
Exhale flesh-warping brain mind control.
Fucking squids. Inhale democracy. Exhale bullshit. I feel better. I still don't understand how the fuck you have an eye. Okay, no, you're not helping me with my understanding. And you're looking at me weird now, dude. Like, I don't like that you have 2 eyes now. I could deal with the 1 eye looking at me all the time, but now there's 2 eyes staring at the side of my head. You got the Bob Dole pose going, where you never move your arm. And you got a big old 3-clawed, like, big old gash in the side of your face, man. And it looks kind of like you have a dent in the side of your head, too. You got fucked up. Is that why you don't dive anymore? Ah, damn. This shit got fucking rocked.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldivers.
You are the stakes upon which liberties invaders will be secured. Tagging location. Southwest.
Fire in the hole! Requesting orbital! Requesting taxi!
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Requesting air support!
Reinforcing!
Well, that doesn't work.
Throwing grenade!
Dropping package!
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective complete. Objective critical stratagem available.
Found something!
Targets acquired. Dropping package.
Mission is progressing.
I need supplies.
Sending in an eagle! Requesting advanced weaponry! Sending in an eagle!
Calling in reinforcements.
Requesting jetpack! Orbital inbound! Requesting air! Calling in reinforcements!
Calling in reinforcements. Orbital inbound.
Point me to the enemy. Calling in reinforcements! More weapons! Reinforcing!
Motherfucker.
Heavy. North. Close.
Pack inbound!
Requesting sentry. Going down fortification.
Wait!
Somebody shot me in the back. I had them both. I think it was an overseer shot me in the back.
Orbital inbound.
Calling in reinforcements.
Found something.
Reinforcement budget depleted.
Escalate.
Calling in orbital strike.
Requesting air support.
Calling in orbital strike.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those guys. You can't slow them down. I mean, maybe a stun grenade. Maybe that would work better with these dudes. Got a stun. Right. That might actually work better. So how do we level it up? What is that doing? What is... I don't get it. Oh, I got different styles. Okay. Oh. So how do I level it up? How do I know if it's leveling up? So there's no way of knowing? What?
I heard there was talk of a strike on Prosperity Falls. Something about their work being replicated without their consent. Hopefully they'll crack down on them soon.
Visualize the flag. See it wrapping around your legs, your arms, your body, your face. You are safe.
How long have the Illuminate been planning this? Probably since they were eradicated. Hey, Helldiver. Want to hear something crazy? I heard that in the old days, every work of art belonged to the artist who made it. Can you imagine? Now, of course, art is all converted to data, and then replicated over and over. Far more efficient.
Did you know the scientific term for a group of bugs is a bane of Terminids? The unofficial term is Future Element 710.
I look forward to the service technician returning from their professional development training. Professional development training is an essential part of every soldier's professional development. With the DSS around, this planet will be free in no time. The DSS. It's like a super destroyer. The DSS is so large, it's run by 10 shipmasters. Can you imagine? The logistics involved in running the DSS. I could think about it all day. I hear a new voting algorithm is coming soon. Supposed to have even better candidate selection than the current one, if you can believe it. The democracy officer is here to optimize our citizenship. We're lucky. We should always strive to be the best citizens we can be. If the Terminids had stayed on the Element 710 farms where they belonged, all this bloodshed could have been avoided. Some of the crew like to talk about what they'll do when the war is over. I don't allow that sort of thing. We need to focus on the fight. You know, the problem with the bugs is that they're relentless expansionists. In their region of space, we found them on nearly every planet we've settled. This ship will never visit most of our planets. Why? Because they aren't under attack. And with you here, they'll stay that way.
They escaped the farms. They murdered good citizens of Super Earth. Now, they're coming for you. The only thing that can stop them... a strong economy! Don't let your family get murdered. Spend your extra cash today.
There's no day-night cycle on board these ships. I like to imagine it's always morning, with a whole day of defending freedom left ahead of me. The election is coming up. Even in the midst of war, managed democracy stands strong. Ammo, fuel, personnel. I manage everything on this ship with one thing in mind. Making sure you have the support you need, Helldiver. The average Helldiver mission approaches the cost of a Liberty-class cruiser. Just goes to show how critical our mission is to the war effort.
Take a moment to remember. Super Earth loves you.
We eradicated the Illuminate once. Guess it's time to do it again. Oh, I see you've secured some research samples. You can spend those at the terminal over there to upgrade the Super Destroyer. Get enough of them, and we'll see what this baby can really do. Watching Helldivers in action is great for crew morale. It's even better than a dissident execution. I give every crew member a half day off on Liberty Day. Some things are sacred, even on the front.
I was just thinking, warping across the Federation like this would be impossible without Element 710. Which comes from the bugs themselves. Their own corpses are fueling the creation of more corpses. Something satisfying about that.
The bots are simple enough. Little more than bits of metal welded to a gun and a CPU, with a single overriding directive: kill.
This is Coretta Kelly with all you need to know. Helldiver recruitment numbers soar as the Illuminate advance. Student group to carry out public deletion of undemocratic ebooks. First to be deleted, Willie asks why. And Max Brower voted Galaxy's most patriotic bachelor. Singles, file those matchmaking applications. And that is all you need to know.
If we don't stop the bugs' mindless reproduction, the burden's going to fall on our children. And our children's children. Even though the First Galactic War ended almost 100 years ago, we're still enjoying the freedom those heroes fought and died for. Maybe in another 100 years, our descendants will be doing the same. When I get exhausted, I just think of all the brave super-Earth colonists out there settling new planets. They do their part, and we do ours. Zero 1 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 0. That was the first intercepted bot message. Our analysts think it means kill all humans.
Announcement system test. Freedom, democracy, liberty, independence. Managed democracy. Test complete.
Hard work can get you there. That is the Super Earth Promise. Put in your sweat. Put in your blood. Enjoy your patriotic responsibility. Prove your dedication to the betterment of our Federation, and before you know it, you too will achieve your dreams. Super Earth. Freedom. Justice.
democracy, and dreams.
Keep up the good work, Helldiver. Once we win, the planets we're fighting over will finally be allowed to prosper, like the rest of the Federation. I wonder what the service technician would say if they were here right now. Probably something like, "That could use some fixing." Oh, always such a delight. You know, the cost of one stratagem is more than most citizens make in a year. You can see why they only entrust them to Helldivers.
Please refrain from tampering with the temperature controls. Super Earth has set the ship to the universally ideal temperature.
The destroyer is mighty, but it's not Super Earth's greatest weapon. No, that is managed democracy. The one thing our enemies can never understand. The enemies on the battlefield are one thing, but at least they're out in the open. It's the traitors among us I truly hate. Another perfect day to defend freedom.
And now, another helpful tip from
Utilize Super Earth's call and response tagging system to communicate with your squad mates. Like this.
Look, ammo. On. Look, enemy. On.
Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that there is no liberation without communication. Brass tactics. Use them or die trying.
You know, this destroyer has enough ordnance to level a small moon. I've done the calculations myself. More samples. Good. I'm looking forward to seeing what destroyer upgrades you can get for them. I'd ask if you were gonna take a break, but I already know the answer. You and your fellow Helldivers inspire me every day. Huh. The Illuminator.
You are all that stands between the Illuminate and managed democracy's heart, Helldiver. Perhaps the Illuminate never intended to destroy Super Earth with their wormhole, but simply to camouflage their advance. The Illuminate likely spent the past 100 years constructing this fleet. Its gargantuan size is a reflection of our enemy's hatred for all things free. Halting a force of this size would be far too costly. Prudence demands we slow their advance, while preparing our final stand. There can be no doubt that the Illuminate covets Super Earth itself. A climactic contest with our ancient foe approaches. One which I welcome. According to historical texts, the Illuminate society is strictly hierarchical. Their leaders may be over 1,000 years old. But ancient though they may be, their return has sealed their doom. Greetings, Helldiver. The Galactic War awaits. We now face 3 enemies, and each demands constant vigilance. A single slip, and all will be lost. one shudders to envisage what repulsive larvae gestates within the gloom as we speak. The Illuminate clearly aspired to reanimate the corpse of their ancient civilization. They must be stopped. We defeated the Illuminate in the first Galactic War, but were too lenient in our cleansing of their viscous imprint. Now we pay the price. It seems that the black hole created by the dark fluid was in fact a wormhole to some dark depths of the galaxy in which the Illuminate were hidden. The Illuminate long ago anointed themselves galactic shepherds. In their twisted minds, Super Earth is an existential threat that must be destroyed. Abject insanity that jeopardizes the entire galaxy. Much about our foe has changed since the Illuminate last threatened Super Earth. No doubt they have spent the past century preparing for their return. The Galactic War waits for no one. Are you ready, Helldiver? We do not yet know how the Voteless were created. It seems the Illuminate wish to transform our citizens' minds and bodies. But are these monstrosities the end of their gruesome experimentation? Or merely the beginning? What the Illuminate are planning, none can say. The sunless depths of their minds defy comprehension, and plumbing them only turns our eyes from liberty's light. Managed democracy calls for aid. Only you can answer, Helldiver. The democratic direction of the DSS is an inspiration to behold. It is enough to bring a tear to the eye. The Terminids are a force to be harnessed, not a scourge to be cleansed. Liberty demands our temperance. The Terminids spent decades content on the E-710 farms. Now their most destructive instincts run rampant, to the detriment of all. All of posterity shall either prosper in liberty or suffer in bondage. That determination is our duty. The voteless were once democracy-loving citizens like you and I. Now they are forced to serve the Illuminate invasion. Our responsibility to them is clear. We must free them from their tortured existence. Helldiver, you may encounter strange Illuminate structures within our invaded colonies. Whatever you do not touch them. The voteless would have been subjected to endless anti-democratic propaganda. The resulting mental distress likely led to the total destruction of their minds. Managed democracy calls for aid. Only you can answer, Helldiver. Each ministry is a fundamental pillar upon which managed democracy rests. The Illuminate are an ancient alien species, whose existence predates humanity's by millennia. In the First Galactic War, they attacked Super-Earth without provocation. Thanks to the Helldivers, they were ultimately destroyed. Or so we thought. We fight them, but we cannot forget that the Terminids are the ichor of democracy itself. The hour of our next victory rapidly approaches. Let us cleanse the galaxy of alien scum. We tore down their despotic monoliths and razed their xenophobic temples. For the last century, we believed the galaxy safe from the Illuminate's totalitarian tentacles. But it appears we were mistaken. We will never forget those who fell in the defense of Malevolent Creek. Our enemies forsook mercy long ago. Oblivion is all that awaits them now. The Illuminate believe themselves enlightened, yet all their delving has not acquired them immunity to the liberation of an honestly placed bullet. You may find yourself wondering if any remnant of their former selves remains in the Voteless. Do not waste your time. The citizens they once were are gone completely. Lady Liberty's calls for aid haunt my dreams. You're here. The galaxy awaits your salvation. The final absolution of Xenocide is a mellifluous clarion guiding our path. Perhaps the Illuminate sought to convert our citizens into their loyal subjects, but found the allegiance of a super-Earth citizen not so easily co-opted, and the brutish Voteless were the result. When the undemocratic din of our enemies has at last been silenced, we shall finally perceive the unsullied peal of democracy, reverberating evermore. The bridge is yours, Helldiver. Take us to the fight.
I wish I could see the look on the squid's faces right before they explode.
The simple joy of